All right, what is up, guys and gals? This is Brandon back on Motor Nubs, and today I'm doing a little bit with the Lancer, but I guess more importantly, the topic of today's videos is used tires, because I know we have a ton of them down here in North Carolina. I know some states you actually can't buy used tires, but used tire shops and used tires are definitely the way that some people go to save some money and keep their car on the road and not necessarily break the bank. So this is kind of like my opinion on it, and sometimes when it makes sense and then sometimes when it doesn't make sense. So let me run over there and actually show you the tire I have in question that I'm going to be replacing with a used tire from one of my little local shops over here. All right, guys, so this is the tire that I'm talking about. My alignment's off, so it definitely wore the outside of this tire like pretty severely. If you notice, it's down past the wear bar, and now it's actually getting in underneath one of the layers. So I'm gonna end up throwing a used tire on that just because the rest of my tires are in pretty decent shape. If you check them out, they're not to the wear bars yet, and that's one of the situations that maybe throwing a used tire or getting a used tire actually makes sense in. Obviously, by the way, guys, this is just my opinion, so use your own discretion. But my little local used tire place, they charge 30 bucks for any used tire that they have in stock, and then $10 to mount and balance it. So for 40 bucks, I can get that thing back on the road. And you're like, whoa, but wait, hold on, you can buy new tires for really cheap nowadays, and you can. So it's not like I want to discourage people from buying new or used, but in this situation, for me to order a new tire, it would take a couple days to come in, and I just don't have the time. And also, if I'm going to get a new tire, I kind of want to get a whole new set. So in the meantime, instead of buying new tires, which would end up being like 70, 70, 70, 70, and then also most shops charge between $10 to $15 to mount and balance each of those tires, and a lot of shops don't necessarily like when you bring your own tires in, so some of them give you a hard time or charge a little bit more. I'm just going to get that one tire that I have an issue with replaced. It's actually still holding air, but for me, safety wise, want a new tire, because anytime that it gets down past those wear bars and potentially starts getting through like the first layer of rubber, that you're basically just riding on belts. So I'm going to get that tire replaced, and I'm going to end up going and getting an alignment and then get a fresh new set of tires. So that's just kind of like my opinion on it. Please comment down below, guys, though, if you have any experience with used tire shops. It definitely you can end up getting a bad tire, so you got to watch what they're putting on your car. Always ask to see what they have, you know, be like, hey, you know, this is my size, I want to check out what you got, blah blah, vice versa. That's what I do every time I go. And yeah, just come along with me and we'll go check it out. That's good. Oh yeah, plenty of life left. You got another one or just one?
I have more.
You have more?
Two. It's not the same, but it's same condition. Look at this. 245, 1545. It's 21545.
What's this? This one's 215.45, right? Yeah, 215.45. 215.40.
21540.
40.
21540. 21545 in the back.
All right, so I'm back here at the house, and we got the new tire on. Well, new to me tire. It is a used tire, and I'll show you guys. We'll check it out here. He did, in that little clip I showed you earlier, he did let me go through and actually look and pick out the tire. It's a Centurio, like, I don't know. It's a, oh, it's actually a Pirelli. I didn't even notice that. I thought it was like this off-brand Centurio name, but it's an all-season. It is the same size as my old tire, and what you want to look for is try to find one that's not got any dry rot cracking when you actually pull on the outside of the tire when it's dismounted. Sometimes you'll see like cracks running through here. Just kind of look for the best tire that they have, and sometimes you won't be able to find one, so sometimes you can't buy a tire necessarily, but this one was in good shape. Somebody probably had a blowout because he had 3 of these that were matching. but not 4. So somebody probably had a blowout on these or caught a nail and took them all off and put a whole new set on. And being that they're Pirellis, they're probably a little expensive. But I ended up getting this tire mounted and balanced onto the rim for 40 bucks. And this is one of the pros. I got a good tire, cheap, it rides pretty smooth. But one of the disadvantages is they're a little rough on the rims, obviously. I mean, some of those nicks and scratches might already have been there, but you're not paying for the best tire service when you go to a used tire spot. Now, some are better than others. I'm not speaking for all of them. I'm just generalizing. But I'm not too worried about it because these are my stock rims and they were already beat and banged up and curbed up to begin with. So it is what it is. It comes with the territory. I just needed something to help get me from point A to point B. So that's kind of just some of the pros and cons of buying a used tire and what you got to deal with. Obviously, it's not like as pretty and as nice and new as a brand new tire, but it gets the job done, and it gets the job done for a lot less. And sometimes if people need a tire to keep going, that's a way to do it. So guys, comment down below and let me know, do you buy used tires? Have you bought used tires? Any horror stories, any good stories, you know, good, bad? I like to hear it all. Let me know, and I'll see you on the next one where we will be buying new tires for the Integra. The tires are already actually in. I just need to take them with the Integra, but I'm too nervous to drive the Integra at the moment because there's no tags. So I got to go get the Integra inspected, but I can't get to the inspection place without driving it. I guess I could put it on the trailer, but it's so low. So I got to drive the Integra with no tags to the inspection place. Obviously, I'll have insurance. Get it inspected, so then I can go to DMV to get tags. And I guess maybe while it's at the inspection place, have the tires put on too. I don't know. Just got a little bit to do with the Integra to get it home into the garage. I'll quit rambling. I'll see y'all next time. Adios.